5 ways to get the results that you want and deserve in your love life. That's what I'm here to get you, ultimately, is results. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the 5 things that my clients have been doing over the past few months that have made the biggest difference, gotten them the results with men, with their confidence, that basically have had them kicking butt over the last few months. In the end, knowledge is nice, but action is life. So if you're watching all my videos, that's great, but we need to make sure you get the results as well. So I'm going to share these 5 pieces with you. And in the meantime, don't forget to download my book, or you can get the first chapter for free and grab the full book from the description below. Hit the subscribe button with the little bell so you get notifications, and I'll see you for the results, the key pieces, right after this. Knowledge is nice, but action is life, right? In the end, there's no point you watching these videos if you're not getting the results from them. So I want you to get that. So in this video, I'm going to share you the 5 things that have been moving the needle the most for my clients. Number 1 is seeing men's fears. Oh, this is huge. This is huge. I think for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's allowing my clients to really relate to men and understand men on a really deep level. Second, and most importantly, it's allowing them to take the narratives off themselves and see men's actions for what they really are, which is statements of fear. Fear of vulnerability, fear of expression, fear of intimacy, even fear of losing your independence when you have a relationship close, which usually expresses as fear of commitment. Fear of being the villain. All these fears that women just don't realize are going on all the time with men. All the shitty behavior that you've dealt with in your life, it's because of a fear. It has nothing to do with your value. So once you really understand these fears, you can step up and you can say, wow, I know what this is about. It's like having X-ray vision for men. You know what's going on. You're like, sweet, I don't take that personally. Sweet, I know what's happening here. Sweet, I know why he's doing that. And it gives you such a weight off your shoulders that it doesn't necessarily fix men's actions, but it allows you to see them so much more clearly and know what to do so much more easily that it's been making the world of difference for my clients. So I recommend, if you haven't already read it, grab, to begin with, the top 10 male dating personalities that lead to heartbreak. Grab that from the description below. And if you're interested, come work with me personally. There's actually a form you can fill out and one of my team will give you a call. Understanding men's fears, knowing why they do what they do, is a massive piece of having better relationships, having the relationship you want and deserve with men. Number 2 is the concept around sharing your energy. You have what men want. I have what women want within me. We are literally born that way. Men and women, we are designed to attract. It's in our energetic DNA to come together. But fear, again, this fear piece is so important. It puts weights on us. It inhibits us. I think one of the most beautiful things is when I see a client who's maybe been through some really tough times. Maybe she has dealt with some abuse, or maybe she has had relationships where she's been cheated on, to really see her just throw off that straitjacket and let her energy beam. It draws men in every single time. Thinking less about what to do and more about what to be and how to share their energy has been an absolute life changer for clients over the past few months. Again and again, I'm seeing them just share more of their energy. Just one thing I say to clients a lot is just word vomit. I'll ask them a question and they'll get in their head. They'll say, I'm thinking about the answer. I'm like, no, don't think, just blah. Just word vomit, just blah, whatever you're feeling. That's right, just say that, feel that. And the more they get that and the more they do that, the more they just share it with men, they're like, wow, men are responding, this is great. When you really take the brakes off yourself that you've been conditioned to have, and all of us have this, when you take those brakes off, you really do find that what you have inherently within you is exactly what men want. So just give them more of that. Share more of your energy. And this covers every topic, whether you're wanting to get back with an ex, whether you're wanting to build more attraction with a guy, whether you're wanting to build up a relationship and move towards that. All of the best things that men love about being with women are within you. So the more you share that energy around, the more you'll never again worry about what you have to do to attract or keep a man. Number 3, and I hope you're enjoying these, because if you apply these, you don't just listen to this video, but if you really apply these, you're going to save so much time and you're going to get the result on the relationship you want so much faster. And number 3 is initiating difficult conversations. It's uncomfortable. Saying a boundary, saying a standard, letting him know how his selfishness has hurt you. These are all tough things to do. They're not easy conversations to bring up. And sometimes they'll annoy him, they'll inconvenience him, they might even make him feel guilty. But it's the feedback from a good woman that men need, that all men need to stay in integrity. So you have to be willing to give that feedback if you really want the results in the form of a great relationship. No man is perfect, and every man wanders off track due to his own selfishness or due to his own narrow-sightedness at some point. As the challenging feminine who brings him back into integrity, to bring him up and to remind him when he's out of integrity. The more you can initiate difficult conversations, whatever it is, the more results I promise you you're going to have in your love life. Number 4, the big thing that's been helping clients with their healing process is inner child work. So this might be a term or a phrase that you've heard and thought, well, what does that really mean? I've heard I should work on that. When you actually stop and do it, it can be quite quick, but you got to stop, right? So it's 5 to 15 minute process. Stop, connect, and feel your inner child's anxiety. Now, this inevitably comes up when you go to do things that you would have been punished for as a child. So things like setting a boundary, things like showing anger, maybe showing sadness, things like speaking up, all the things that child you was punished for, you'll find your anxiety really kicks up when you go to do those things. And you know the feeling, it's that charge, that energy, that fear in your stomach. When that comes up, a big chunk of the time, your inner child needs some love at that point. And the interesting thing is, even though it might take a little bit to get her to open up to you, when you really connect with her, the changes, the results are miraculous. I've seen clients drop their anxiety in literally weeks, severe lifelong anxiety, and start to really deal with it in as little as a couple of weeks. So it's one of the key healing pieces that's been moving the needle the most for clients. And when you do this, when you really stop and listen to child you, what she has to say, what she wants to share, you will be amazed at the results and the difference this makes when it comes to things like anxiety, stress, and building up to do things that used to scare you. Number 5 thing that's been getting my clients results is to give themselves permission. And what do I mean by this? Give yourself permission, give themselves permission. What I mean is that if you've experienced shitty relationships, if you've had a guy who hasn't respected you, if you've spent years with a narcissist, if you haven't had the relationship yet that you want and deserve, then you've got to adapt to the new one. You got to step up to that vision. Because it's all well and good to say, oh, this is what I want, I think I want this, this would be nice, talk about these things. But when I actually make my clients set a clear, vivid vision, what are your deal breakers? What do you want in 5 years? You're stepping up to this now, woman. Right? When I actually say that to them, they get kind of scared. In fact, one of the things that they always ask me is this too much? Am I like asking too much here? This doesn't seem realistic. I hear this all the time. 80% of the time they do their visions, I hear this. I'm like, yeah, it is. And this is what you're stepping up to now. You better get used to it. This is your new reality, and I'm not joking. And they're like, whoa, really? I'm okay? I can do this? I'm like, yes. You got to give yourself permission. You got to embody this now. You are becoming the woman that has this vision, that lives in this. Who you are now has gotten you where you've gotten so far. So who you step into next is going to get you the next piece, the next vision, the next result that you want. It's a big leap from saying, intellectualizing, oh yeah, I want this would be nice, to going, wow, this is what I'm stepping into now. This is my new standard, and it's way up here when my old one was nowhere near there. And I tell you what, once you do this and once you embody it and become the woman who steps into that, your love life will never look the same again. If you want results like these, do the things from this video. First and foremost, you can hit me up in the form as well below if you want to work with me personally. One of my team members will give you a call, and you can get my book, Make Him Yours, Beating the Odds of Modern Dating. The secrets to results is now available from the description below. So thanks again for watching. Leave your comments, questions. I'm sure you have some on this video. Questions, comments, thoughts in the space below. I'd love to hear them. And if you want me to do a video like this every few months, I can certainly do that for you. Leave it down in the space below. Hit the subscribe button with a little bell, and I look forward to hearing about your results and seeing you in the next video very soon.